Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going over to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big of the CoinsKid crew. So please definitely get involved in the Discord. Posting lots of little trade setups. There was a trade that I noted the other day on Stader SD. I did post it in Discord for the CoinsKid crew. Little bullish divergence. Got the 5 waves down. The 5 wave counters. You know we like to do that on this particular channel. Long, short, whatever. We look for the 5 waves of confluence. We got an equal bullish divergence on the hourly, and we're looking for the big move up. And right now that's playing out like an absolute boss. Okay, so please check that out in the Discord in the altcoin section. If you're not already involved in the Discord, definitely get involved and absorb all that content right there. Let's dive into the XRP video right now and see what we can see. Okay, so looking at XRP on the daily time frame, we did break out the falling wedge a few days ago. If you remember, like I said to you, that's a golden opportunity. If you do start to see that break of resistance, then you're getting a confirmation break right there. And what you have to do at that point is go long, put your stop loss on the previous pivot low to negate the trade, and slowly but surely you work your way up. Okay, so the technical target for me at the moment, after the 5 waves down, which I identify for you in the C wave, the 1, the 2, the big 3, the 4, and then the 5, and then even within the final 5th wave, we've got some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's increased the probability of a correction. If we are bearish for XRP in the short term, it's increased the probability after 5 waves down of a retracement basically, or the bottoming structure, which is what we all want to see basically. So we've just got to apply a bit of common sense here. Like I said to you, it's in the floor. We've got the RSI really oversold. We're printing bullish divergence just there. So this was an optimal trade opportunity, and this is what I do try and find in the channel for you. Whether we 5 waves to the upside, increase the probability of going short. We've traded many of these before and people said no way, and right now they had the 5 waves down and increased the probability of going long, and people are saying no way. So ignore all the sentiment, ignore all the naysayers and the comments and the community and people like that. You've just got to respect the data in the charts, and this is something I always relay to you. Okay, so we've got the 5 waves down here, we've got the bullish divergence, we've got the tightening range, the falling wedge, and right now we're breaking out of it. So respectfully, this should be on its way to this high here before losing this low. So this was a perfect little trade for you. So far so good. I think currently off that position that we jumped into the other day, we are roughly around about 6.22% for XRP. But what we're doing here, okay, so I always try and find resistance levels and support and things like that. Like I've always said to you, I think we find resistance at each point of contact within the wedge. Okay, this is how it works. When you start to break out of the wedge, you sort of come up, you come down, and so on and so forth. Something like that. You move up and down in waveforms. You don't necessarily have a big rocket ship to the upside like that. So I always try and identify support and resistance for you, and 9 times out of 10 it works out perfectly. Now if you take a look at this here the other day, we did break out like this. We've got a perfect little double bottom pattern, haven't we, just there, and then we're continuing. Okay, so this particular close here outside of the level of resistance way back there on Thursday was the go signal. Okay, to go long with your life savings, not really life savings, but with a really tight stop loss to negate the trade, which is the pivot low. And so far so good, we're breaking out. So there is a potential pattern that may form here. So we've got some kind of double bottom here, haven't we? Not necessarily come back to this neckline yet, but there is a pattern. If we get rejected at this point of contact, I don't know whether you can see it yet, but there is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and this is a beautiful reversal pattern. Okay, so let's keep an eye on this, because over the next few days, if we do start to see a rejection for XRP and it does start to draw back down, everyone gets super bearish again. But what you may start to do is form the right shoulder of an inverse head and shoulders pattern here. There's your left shoulder, there's your head, is your micro right shoulder on the daily. You come back up, take that out, boom, you're up there, and you're attacking that level of resistance, which is the technical target of this falling wedge basically, okay, for XRP. So at the moment, left shoulder, head, potential rejection at this level of resistance just there, which is a technical target. Like I've always said to you, you do retrace at each point of contact in these wedges once you break out, and then you're looking to create the right shoulder, come back, and then boom, you've got a beautiful bottoming pattern just there, which is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which should see us run to that level of resistance right there, and it's just part of the bottom process. So again, essentially over a long period of time, you might start to create something like this, okay, for XRP. A level of resistance consolidation from left to right, a massive gigantic ascending triangle over a long period of time, and then we bust a move and get the hell out of here, taking out the 20-week EMA and all the resistance above. So there's a possibility that this might be the bottoming process right now for XRP, but we've just got to apply a bit of common sense, a bit of patience, and obviously try and ride the waves here. So I'm looking for a rejection off this point here. If we do start to come back like this and create the right shoulder, then we're getting a beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern here, a bottoming structure before slowly but surely coming back up. Okay, so that's the target I'm looking at for XRP. If we do start to reject at this point and roll back at 0.5346, and I would look to come back to at least this low at 0.5192, back test this neckline of support, this double bottom pattern just here. And again, you can build some long positions and just keep putting your stop loss on this pivot low to increase the probability of this breakout to the upside. So that's that's a trade on XLP. It's going really well at the moment. I wish everyone, you know, had success with that. But let me show you something right now on the weekly time frame that's caught my attention, okay? So on the weekly time frame, XRP may be about to print something which is really bullish, okay? So we need to keep an eye on this, and obviously there's no guarantees. Again, let's just be patient for the weekly close. We have 11 hours and 33 minutes left for the weekly close. If we do start to see the candle print like this, creating a bullish engulfing candle, it increases the probability that this is your reversal right now, which is something we're looking at, okay? With that big reversal pattern on the daily, the inverse head and shoulders pattern right there. So let's keep an eye on this, okay? So I would expect if we do start to print this, we may see a weekly drawdown, okay? This week we'll see a couple of days where we draw down, create that right shoulder, and then boom, the next candle comes back up like that. And we should see, in theory, 3 beautiful white soldiers here, okay, before another little pullback, then the breakout. This is something I'm looking at. That's the bullish scenario for XRP, and obviously I'll update you as best I can. So we need to see this weekly close, the bullish engulfing candle, because if you take a look at this downtrend here, we come down like this, we're flattening out after this correction. What did we do? We created the bullish engulfing candle, and then boom, we exploded to the upside in the 3 beautiful white candles of basically the white soldiers right there. Then we've had the drawdown, holding the low from which we would come. So effectively what we're doing is pretty much like what we did here. We've got that drawdown, oh no, it's going to 0, create the bullish engulfing candle, followed by 3 beautiful white soldiers, drawdown, making the high low, and then broke out. Doing exactly the same here. Got the drawdown, 3 white soldiers, drawdown, making a high low. Just like I said to you, these high lows are really important, okay? So right now, if we're about to do something like that or like this, you know, we should come up, making a lower high, and then we have a drawdown, then we go. And this is something that's the bullish scenario I'm looking at for XRP over the next few weeks, okay? Like I said to you, if we can just apply a bit of common sense, a bit of patience, you know, if we can start to make progress here, creating the bullish engulfing candles, the 3 white soldiers here, then, you know, at the end of them 3 white soldiers, I would expect a drawdown. And people are saying, no way, but this is just something we look for in the charts, okay? So understand the update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Back soon with an update on XRP. Bye-bye.